I'm Jasmine Anderson. High alert. There is stepped up security here at home right now as the new war in the Middle East wages on. Local law enforcement is preparing for possible anti-Israel protests today. It comes as Hamas calls for a global day of rage. Police on the island have stepped up patrols at schools, businesses, and houses of worship today.
We are relying on drones. We will have drone surveillance in the air, so we do not want you to be alarmed. We will also have a drone detection unit. We will have additional coverage for each and every public school in the county of Nassau.
There's no reason to feel afraid. No one should feel they have to alter their normal lives or their routines. And indeed, when we change our behavior without a serious, credible threat, then we're letting the terrorists win.
The NYPD has also beefed up patrols, ordering all officers to report in uniform. Israel continues to hammer Gaza City with airstrikes. Israel's military has ordered civilians to evacuate the city today ahead of an expected ground offensive. The UN says Israel has given the more than 1 million people living in northern Gaza 24 hours to leave. The war's death toll is now at least 2,800. 27 Americans have been killed, with at least 14 unaccounted for. Among the missing, Plainview native Omer Nutra. The 21-year-old joined the Israeli army after graduating from the Schechter School of Long Island. His parents tell Newsday he was serving near the Gaza border on Saturday morning when he was taken hostage during a surprise attack. Read more on the fighting in Israel and the impacts it's having on Long Islanders on Newsday.com. Click Get More on the NewsdayTV video box on our homepage. Only a Newsday, an investigation into why traffic deaths are surging on Long Island. Drew Scott explains.
The sound of sadness in a mother's voice doesn't need translation.
El dolor que siento en mi corazón ya no. Con eso no me puede regresar a mí.
The look of grief on a mother's face is unmistakable. Lorena Hernandez lost her 6-year-old daughter, Katerine, in an alleged DWI hit-and-run crash. Since the pandemic, Long Island has faced an alarming increase in traffic fatalities. Last year, fatalities were at the highest level since 2015, and compared with 2019, traffic deaths are up by 29% in 2022. 243 died in Nassau and Suffolk last year. 72 of those who died were pedestrians, and the numbers keep climbing. August, a particularly deadly month in Nassau. August 6th, Sunrise Highway in Massapequa, a driver charged with driving high at 120 miles an hour slams into a car, killing a father and 2 of his kids and his grandchild. Then in Hempstead, little Katerine Hernandez dies at the hands of an alleged drunken driver. Days later, 2 young girls are orphaned after their parents are killed by a suspected DWI wrong-way driver in Laurel Hollow.
That was 7 deaths in 7 days, only 3 accidents. But there are 3 drivers that should have been taken off the road.
Police blame speeding, distracted driving, unsafe passing, plus drinking and drug driving that has increased since the COVID pandemic. According to law enforcement data analyzed by Newsday, while fatalities have increased, police ticketing of bad driving behavior and DWI arrests have dropped off since the pandemic.
People are a little bit more self-focused, we've got distracted drivers, and there's lowered accountability because law enforcement just can't keep up with all of the people.
Richard Klein, emeritus law professor at Touro University, says stepped-up enforcement of traffic laws is key to the solution.
If there's going to be less deterrence in general by the police of people who commit offenses, we have to expect that the number of offenses are going to go up.
Traffic violence is a preventable public health crisis, and we have the solutions.
Preventable, yes, but no comfort for Terry Puzio and her Medford family, whose son Nick died in a hit-and-run crash this year, and the hundreds of others who lost loved ones.
I looked forward to his phone call every day. I knew he would say, "I love you, Ma." He never missed a day.
A grief that never goes away. I'm Drew Scott for Newsday TV.
Let's keep our roads safe. Read more about Long Island traffic deaths on Newsday.com. Click Get More on the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Sayville High School has canceled the remainder of the boys' soccer season because of hazing. That's according to a letter obtained by Newsday sent from the superintendent to parents yesterday. It says younger players were the target of systematic and ongoing hazing. The district has not released the names of the students involved or what disciplinary actions they are facing. Long Island home prices continue to set records. Prices in Nassau and Suffolk reached new highs in September. The median sale price in Nassau County last month was $735,000. That's more than 5% higher than the year prior. In Suffolk, the median rose more than 8% to $595,000, according to new data from One Key MLS. The shortage of homes for sales is driving up prices. The Ranger season is off to a great start. The Ranger season off to a great start.
Pass is knocked down. Lafreniere stays with it. Panarin, it falls to him, and he puts it in the back of the net for a 3-0 Rangers lead. With a shot from the slot and 7.
The Blue Shirts beat the Sabres 5-1 in Buffalo last night. The Islanders start their season tomorrow. Andrew Gross has a preview.
The Islanders start their new season on Saturday against the Sabres at UBS Arena, a chance for the Islanders to get off to a quick start this season with their first 3 games at home and 6 of 8 in October. The Islanders made it to the playoffs last season, their first under coach Lane Lambert, but were eliminated in the first round by the Carolina Hurricanes in a tough 6 games. To improve this season, the Islanders are banking on a few things. They will have Bo Horvat and Pierre Engvall with them for the entire season, plus Matthew Barzal, who missed the final 23 regular season games with a knee injury, is back healthy. So is Oliver Wahlstrom, but the Islanders still need to improve their power play this season. It finished 30th out of 32 teams last season, and the Islanders are counting on Bo Horvat, Matthew Barzal, and Noah Dobson on their first power play to increase those numbers. The first 6 games Horvat and Matthew Barzal played together on the power play purred at 35%, which would have led the NHL last season. For Newsday TV, I'm Andrew Gross.
Andrew, thank you. Read more about the Islanders on Newsday.com. Click Get More on the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Kansas City handing the Broncos a loss on Thursday Night Football.
Kelsey slot left. He is phenomenal in the red zone. They go the other way. Caught for a touchdown.
That was Patrick Mahomes' only touchdown pass. Travis Kelce had a big night, 9 catches for 124 yards. The Chiefs take home another win, 19-8. Now, Taylor Swift, we're always watching this story from the sidelines. Taylor Swift watched Kelce for the 3rd time. The team is undefeated with Swift in attendance. She may be the lucky charm, I don't know. Looking at the local teams this weekend, on Sunday, the Jets host the NFL's only unbeaten team, the Eagles. The Giants are in Buffalo taking on the Bills Sunday night. Checking out your hyper-local Friday forecast. Sunny today ahead of another wet weekend. Get ready for it. Highs around 63 degrees. Tonight we drop down to the 50s. Tomorrow the rain returns with a high around 56 degrees. And looking ahead to your futurecast, you can see the rain starting tomorrow morning and continuing into Sunday. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Question for us. Can Long Islanders slow down global warming? And how much could it cost us? Tiwa Chang has part 3 of our special series, Climate Change Impact on Long Island.
To slow global warming, climate scientists believe we must replace fossil fuels with renewable, clean energy, like wind, solar, and hydroelectricity. In 2020, America produced 17% of its electricity from wind, solar, and hydroelectricity. So how do we get to 100%?
They have the government set up performance goals for the market and allow the market to get there however they think is best.
So tap into the capitalist market, basically,
yes.
to use the sort of the energy of capitalism. The profit incentives would have to be huge. The energy research firm Wood Mackenzie concluded it would cost $4.5 trillion for America to transition to renewable energy.
Ultimately, there is some level of responsibility, right, on the national government and the biggest industries around the world that have been the largest polluters in terms of carbon dioxide.
Farmingdale-based activists are lobbying for Empire Wind. It's a 2.1 megawatt producing windmills 15 to 30 miles off the coast of Long Beach and Jones Beach. It could provide pollution-free, non-warming electricity for 1 million homes.
I'm hopeful because I'm working right now in a very large coalition of union members, businesses, big businesses, small businesses, stakeholder groups, civic organizations, community groups.
Experts say Long Islanders can also do little things in their lives that could make a big difference. They include solar panels on rooftops in homes and businesses, using electric vehicles, and reducing plastic use because plastics are made from petroleum products. NewsdayTV meteorologist Bill Corbell puts it in perspective.
This atmosphere is full of carbon dioxide. It's going to be up there for a while. So it's time to start doing something and prepare for what can go in it.
Tiwa Chang for NewsdayTV.
You can watch our entire 3-part special series and read more about climate change and the impact on Long Island on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
We continue our tour of the top 100 restaurants on the island. Marie Elena Martinez takes us to the stateroom in today's Feed Me TV.
We are here today in Patchogue at the Stateroom, one of Newsday's new top 100 restaurants. One thing that we love about this restaurant is that it's equal parts food. What do we have? And beverage. Cheers. The cocktails are just as inventive, delicious, and creative as the food. We are talking with Chef Francis Derby. Hi, Chef.
Thank you. Hi.
Derby, a Bellport native, has an impressive culinary career with restaurants like Mugarit's, Atlas, WD50, and Momofuku dotting his resume. He finished his New York City time at the Cannibal before moving out with his family to open Stateroom.
The importance was to find a place to express and cook the food that I love, right? And for me, the most important place to start with that is the farms, right? Letting the farm dictate what is on our menu. Our menu's small, it's only 13 items.
And they're constantly shifting. Things that I've had here in the past I don't see on the menu, but I'm looking forward to what I do see, and that's really exciting.
We got a lot of requests for a stuffed squash pasta.
Really?
So it's squash, chamomile, truffle. This is one of our new veg starters. You have some roasted beets, some shaved apple, hazelnut yogurt underneath.
Whoever asked you for the stuffed squash, agnolotti for the fall is going to be a happy client.
I hope so.
So tell me a little bit about how you and Bert, who is the beverage director here, kind of interplay.
It's really a conversation about technique sometimes, and flavor combinations and where we're heading. It's this awesome back and forth.
Chef asked me, he's like, hey, do you want these Concord grapes?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what people never really use in cocktail lists? Grapes.
Yeah.
And it might read strange, but like I said, if you see something that's not normally on a cocktail menu, it definitely spruces your mind.
It's great to be back. You know, it feels like home. The farms are here.
We're really happy you're here. Here's to the Stateroom.
Cheers to the Stateroom. For more on the Stateroom, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Working in journalism, I think you experience the world in a really different way than people in other professions do. I find it very satisfying to learn about things and get to tell other people about them.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Friday. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.